Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our final round of 32 matchup. Jake Bredenbeck taking on Carrasco. The IRT would like to thank Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Together, we're bringing you these early rounds here at the World Singles and Doubles Open Racquetball Championship. One of the things fans have been asking for is to see these early matches. Well, the IRT has listened with the huge support of RYDF. This is a reality. To help the RYDF, who supports not only the tour, but many players as well, visit them at www.givetorydf.org. Make a small donation today. It goes a long way. Action on center court. You may say, how did Jake Bredenbeck get here? Well, Jake Bredenbeck is the 9 seed, so he sits here in the 32s waiting for players to get there. And now let's take a quick peek on how did Carrasco get here. Well, he took out the Guatemalan Christian Ware, and then Abraham Pena in the second round of the pro qualifiers brings him in to meet Jake Bredenbeck. Winner of this match will take on the number 8 seed, Eduardo Portillo. Welcome, everybody. Erwin, we will be streaming some of the mixed doubles. We have a match later on tonight. I think it's at 8:30. Our schedule today is going to be round of 16s today, 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30, tentatively. And then we have an 8:30 mixed doubles match, one of the quarterfinal matches. I think we're going to have the De La Rosa match in mixed doubles, I think. Two serving one on the head pen scoreboard. We'll get my scoreboard. Wow, Jake hits the ball such a ton. Want to welcome Pablo Faje to the booth. Pablo?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we can't hear you. Fix your microphone.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you,
Okay,
and they can
good.
hear you. So, Pablo, you've known Jake for a really long time.
Yep.
What have you seen the major improvement from Jake Bredenbeck since you've seen him start when he was playing in the WRT?
I think the biggest improvement is just Jake, physical part. He's stronger, he's faster. He has something usually tall athlete doesn't have, his agility. He's very agile, and he sometimes when people work over their strength, sometimes lose agility, but no, it's not Jake's case. Jake is very strong player, very strong physically, but he's very agile too.
Now, Pablo, you're also a coach. A lot of people don't know that. But do you teach mechanics or a strategy or physical?
This is the package.
So, okay, so strictly on mechanics, what do you think of Jake Bredenbeck's mechanics?
I know it's very ethical, I say that.
Huh?
I don't think it's ethical if I say that. Well, I know Jake works a lot in mechanics, and I think something play against Jake is his power, because when people is too powerful, sometimes, I'm not talking about mechanic now, sometimes doesn't pay too much attention to strategy, because they solve a lot of issues with the power.
Well, let's bring Bobby Horn back into the.
Oh my God.
Bobby Horn, what did you just say? A lot of muscle power and not brain power?
Yeah, I'm just joking around. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime. Thanks for coming by. We love it. So
Okay.
we're gonna say goodbye to Pablo.
Okay, Pablo out.
Pablo's out. I love his English.
Yeah,
His English is the best.
superb. It's gotten better over the years too.
Yeah.
When I first met Pablo.
Bobby, you've been around a really long time. What can you tell me about Carrasco?
Kareem's a scrapper. Yeah, he's going to play hard. That's one thing I'm never ever going to doubt when he's on the court is that he's going to play very, very hard. Fundamentally sound. Obviously, coming from Bolivia, there's a lot of good racquetball there too. So his level is always very high. One thing about Kadim that I'm always impressed about is his serve. Actually, I was just going to say that it's very. He doesn't really miss one way or the other. It's always relatively close. Not going to overpower you, but usually pretty solid on a regular basis.
So Kadim is leading 5, serving 3. Pablo, you're in charge of the scoreboard now. You see, before Pablo was sitting in the I'm supposed to touch the scoreboard seat, and he was too busy talking and not paying attention. So now you know how hard it is. So you can't yell at me anymore, Pablo. That's why I like to bring Pablo on every now and then. Keep him in check, Bobby.
Yeah, exactly. Good rally here. Oh. Good. Nice rally.
He ended it with a nice kill shot. Like the other one was just poking. Then when he actually swung, he finished the rally.
Yeah, and I think we're in the kind of feeling out stage of this match still. I don't think Jake has played a singles match yet.
No, this is his first one.
Yeah, so he's definitely looks like he hasn't really played much and overswinging a little bit.
Great serve.
As he hits a perfect serve, and I'm going to change the scoreboard now because multi-talented.
Multi-talented Bobby Horn.
I can yap and I can change the scoreboard. That's about it.
So, Bobby, let's talk about you as personally. Your racquetball game took a little time off, and now you're kind of coming back in the coaching and the teaching stages.
Uh-huh.
How's that been working out for you? And do you find it extremely rewarding when you can see a player of any level just improve?
Yeah, it's pretty rewarding, right? Obviously, I haven't been playing as much. My body hasn't allowed it. Battling with about some nasty injuries for the last couple of years here, but it definitely has opened up the opportunity for me to give other people the information that I was lucky enough to get myself. So it's really, really cool to kind of I don't necessarily want to say that I'm going to sit there and tell someone what they exactly have to do, but I really, really do like guiding people and helping them figure out how to kind of figure out on their own, right? So, yeah, loved it so far, and it's honestly saved me from leaving racquetball, to be honest with you. So,
yeah, I know you were on that. You were very close to the exit door.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
And something pulled you back in. What was it?
Well, it was coaching. Right before COVID, I was playing a bunch of tournaments and playing full time on tour, and
you hurt yourself.
And I was just dealing with like a lot of nagging injuries and stuff. And I was going to tournaments and playing, but I wasn't really like 100% ever. And I was really resenting playing. Like I was kind of like mad at racquetball because my body was hurting.
And that's natural, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, because you've been playing for a really long time, and when your body doesn't do the things you want it to do, the first instinct is to get angry.
Yeah, I was resenting. I was going to tournaments, not really wanting to go. Leaving tournaments early when I never do that before, so I wasn't enjoying it as much. And so I think COVID was a good break for me, and then I actually thought about quitting during COVID and started working with Adam and coaching online, and that kind of, honestly, that's what pulled me back in. So as we have 6-7 here, sorry guys, let me get the score here.
So we have to thank Adam for the resurgence of Bobby Horn. I like it. Okay.
Adam sucked me back in. He's like, you're not done. You're not done playing. So enjoying it a lot. It's fun.
Well, racquetball needs guys like you, Bobby, to be honest. You know, you're on the court. You're very charismatic. You know, I think one of the things that you do well on the court is the way you play brings the fans in the court to you. And I don't know if anyone ever told you that, but that's something I've seen. Yeah. Like, you know, you like to turn around. You like to engage the fans, and that's good for racquetball.
Blessing and a curse as a player. Sometimes it takes your focus off, but I had to learn how to kind of harness that at times. But yeah,
well, you're like 26 now, so.
Yeah, exactly. I wish.
Yeah.
That's a great shot. I believe we're still at 7-7 here. Yeah, it's interesting. I used to be about that a little bit more when I was younger. Coming from basketball, it's a little more showmanship and a lot of talking trash to your opponent and stuff. So had to dial that back a little bit as I got older and help my performance a little. But yeah, I really like I wear my emotions on my sleeve in all aspects of my life. So short serve.
Well, let me ask you this: seeing that you were in the basketball world, the basketball, there is a lot going on another court, but
that Z serve from Kareem is unreal right now. He's putting that thing right on the back wall every time.
The difference is from playing a game like basketball, which is team-oriented, and racquetball is in basketball, when there's the bringing up the court, there's a lot of reset time. Maybe that's our ceiling ball rallies here. But I just think racquetball is more like ice hockey, to be honest. The action is constant.
Yeah, it doesn't stop at all.
And the focus needs to be constant. So Jim Heiser just gave me this racquetball trivia quiz.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if I'm old enough to take a quiz, to be honest. Or with an answer key. My school days are over. That's all you, Bobby. You can take the racquetball quiz.
Maybe we'll ask a couple of these and we'll get some responses in the chat in a few here.
Yeah.
Get the score here. It's 9-7. Kareem's up 9-7. One thing early I'm seeing in this match right now is Jake's getting a lot of opportunities, but he's swinging out of his butt and he can't put a ball down. He needs to take some off of his shots and put some balls away.
Jake's more of a slow starter too.
Yes. Yeah, I was going to say earlier when he was down 5-2, it's the typical Jake start. He'll love when he hears this back and he watches the match that I said that, but
and even if he is in a match and he doesn't win game one, you never really see him worried. I think he goes into game two a little focused, saying, okay, I'm winning this game, we're going to go to a breaker. That's also, from a mental standpoint and a coaching standpoint, that's hard to teach.
Yeah, it's a situation for him too. I mean, I traveled with him for many years, and for people who don't know Jake, he's a very confident person when it comes to his racquetball game. So he never thinks he's out of a match ever. He could literally lose 15-0 and be down 14-0 and still think he can win the match. And
okay, well, that's a little insane.
But that's a little inside look on Jake's brain. That's how he works, and that's why he's such a great player and why he plays the way he does. Right? Some of the shots he tries to hit that's a great shot. That's a lot better right there. Some of the shots he goes for are just outrageous, and you're wondering why. And then he makes it, right? So 8 serving 9.
On the Head Pen scoreboard, once again, these matches are brought to you by Reaching Your Dream Foundation. www.givetorydf.org. Make a donation. It goes a long way. Look at the reach on Jake Bredenbeck. Don't you wish you had that kind of reach? How many more balls would you get? You wouldn't have to dive as much.
If you're talking about me personally, I don't need to reach. I just run it on my feet. No,
I need the reach.
Yeah, he's very tall, big guy, and fast. See, this is more like what we need from. If you notice right now, he's taking a little bit off of his shots instead of trying to swing full.
Yeah, good timeout for Kadeem. Players will take a break. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back right here on IRT Live.
The foundation supports a lot of players. They help with expenses and room and all that kind of stuff, so it's a lot of help for us, the players. It motivates us, the players, to play more tournaments, to train harder, to keep our level high. It makes me feel special because they are really nice people. They treat you nice. They make you feel like you're important.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So you made a statement before, because I thought it was an odd timeout for Kadeem, but then you brought it up. There was 3 points in a row by Jake. So Kadeem was up 9-7, and now he's down 10-9. So that is a good time.
Yeah,
look at the muscle from
Bredenbeck. That's a great shot. It's a good pass. I think 11. It's a weird situation now too, because I think we only get 1 timeout if I'm right.
Yep.
A game to 15, 1 timeout. It's very hard to kind of figure out where that timeout is. But if you're playing, if you're an amateur at home and you're playing, a good thing to always kind of, rule of thumb is -4, right? Unless I feel flustered after 3, but if someone scores 4 points in a row, it's an automatic timeout for me. I don't care. I'll just take one just to cut momentum. And that's even sometimes sketchy, so, and especially if they happen
So
quick.
if it's 4-0?
Yep, I'll take one.
Wow, Eduardo Garay will move on, beating
Wow.
Sebastian Fernandez 11-10 in a tiebreaker.
Good win. Yeah, and in this case with the pros, it's, oh my God, that was a good attempt. In pros, it's a little more difficult. 4-0, I'm not taking a timeout because I only get one in a game of 15.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but a regular amateur match where you get 2 or 3 timeouts, that's where you start taking time out. At 4-0, absolutely. So
Yeah.
much harder to come back from like 8-0 or even 6-0 than 4-0. And it seems ridiculous because it's only a couple points, but it makes a big difference. Hinder called. Nine serving 13.
Wow, what a good shot. Reverse pinch winner by the Beast.
Again, there's that shot that's not really necessarily the best shot to hit there, but he hits it so well, and he has confidence to hit that shot. And
Of course, Officer J.P. Edwards is in the box. Jake is literally his favorite player.
yeah, mine too. He's definitely up there.
JP's your favorite player or Jake?
Jake's one of my favorite players to watch. He's probably top 3 for me.
Mine's Rob Blanton. He's my favorite ref. What a great venue here. It's good having the both tours here, mixed doubles.
Yeah, I haven't been back here since I think we had 2019 Masters here. I
We
believe.
did, yeah,
Yeah, that was interesting. Oh, it's a great shot. You can see it right off the racket.
and it made it.
Yeah, that should be.
Kadeem don't think it made it.
I don't know what Kadeem's thinking happened here, but he made it.
No, come on, man.
That was a great shot. I think Kadeem thought he said it skipped right off his racket.
It didn't. He just poked it.
But he cut the ball, so it's kind of hard to hit over the top on it. So, unfortunately, let me get the score for you guys here.
Is it 14 or?
I don't know who served that. See, and there's another situation, and I think that's 14. Kadeem had him sitting on the front left of the shot, and he tried to pinch it right back to
Right
him when
to
he's
him.
in front. It makes no sense. It's not good shot selection.
Had the
He should be-
whole line.
Hit it down the line. Yep, and
Wow.
that's game 1 to Jake.
Exactly this game. Game 1 in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Bredenbeck takes game 1, 15-19 on the Headpen scoreboard. Players take a break. We'll be back right here on IRT Live for the start of game 2.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play it, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The court mic goes on. We go on. Jake is waiting patiently for Kadeem. Interesting game 1.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. That was really odd how it was kind of started off really slow, and then all of a sudden the game's over.
They were going back and forth, back and forth. Remember, it was up, I think,
9-7
Kadeem was actually 9-7. So an 8-point run
Correct.
to win the game. Now, you're Kadeem now. How do you move forward from that?
I mean, he's got a little flustered on a couple little calls and a couple missed shots there, but you kind of have to stick to their game plan. Like, his shot selection has to be a little bit better. He's trying to pinch the ball when Jake's in front of him, and I mean, really, in the end, your down the line is going to be your friend. And if he doesn't use his line, he's not going to really happen. Jake's just too good at covering court. Again, right there, like that should be a ball into the corner, make Jake move.
Wow, that was sheer power from Jake.
Yeah, absolutely. If you guys watch, I mean, in this case, I would never want to scout against, but if you watch, Jake's in the front court there again. That was the replay right there that we're watching on the
that's
screen.
live.
Yeah.
It's delayed for us. If we
So
watch it on
Jake
Facebook.
was in the box and Kadeem tried to reverse pinch him. It makes no sense, right? So I mean, it's
Wide
easy,
angle.
It's
Anything.
easier, anything besides that. Anything in the back corners to get Jake to turn his hip and move to the back of the court. Easier said out here than in there, but still.
I was at doing a match for USA Racquetball with the Hall of Famers Tim Hansen, and he said we don't make one mistake from out here. None. Zero.
Well,
Best line of the weekend.
It's true. So easy to see things out here. And what the real key is, especially at this level, you have to have that mental awareness of when you're playing and when to hit those shots. And if you miss them, you should know you're missing. Try to adjust. Kadeem got away with one right there too, hitting one right cross court right back to Jake after Jake pinched it. Another opportunity missed. Big setup.
See, that's that poke that.
Oh my goodness! Then Jake through the legs.
I mean, that ball come flying off the back wall from Kadeem.
Yep. Playing in altitude, there's a whole other strategy to it as far as striking the ball. You can't swing full.
So what I'm seeing so far this weekend is guys that are retrievers are doing very well. You've played here yourself. You would be faring very well here because you track a lot of balls.
I do play
down.
well in altitude. As much as that's good out here, no matter what, a big serve here is the advantage. I played Jake here in 2019 in the final, and he had a big serve, and I really couldn't touch it the whole match. So you'll see a lot of. I think the people with the big serves are the real contenders as far as have easy success out here. There are going to be some retrievers that do really well just because the ball stays up a little bit.
Nice slice right there.
Took a little off of it.
And he took something off, exactly.
Yeah, altitude's very fun to play as a retriever just because you feel like nobody ever can kill the ball on you. It's very fun to play that way. And who's our next matchup today here?
This is the final round of 32 match. So
round
next up will be round of 16s. And our first match is supposed to be at 4:30, and it will be Sam Murray versus Carlos Keller.
Yep. I was just talking to Murray about that. We'll get you guys a score right now, making sure I have it right on the scoreboard.
There's another match at 4:30 also. It's Alvaro Beltran versus Mario Mercado.
That'll be a good one as well.
But we will not have that on the broadcast. And then also Perea Montoya is also 4:30.
Ooh.
We have 3 round of 16 matches. We will be doing one of them. 5:30 we have 2 matches, 3 matches also. We'll have the Carson Garay match. And 6:30 Landa Acuna. So there you go.
Ooh, nice. That'll be a fun one to watch.
Then 8:30 we're going to have mixed doubles. We have one of the quarterfinal mixed doubles matchups.
Full evening of racquetball for everybody at home.
All day. This is our 5th match of the morning.
Yeah, I've watched only one. I do miss watching. I'll give you that. Miss playing more. Again, there's Kadeem's serve, right? He's not hitting it overpowering or anything. He's placing really well, getting setups. This is where. Yeah.
Jake said he's sorry, in his own words in there. Sorry about that shot.
I think I just heard 3-1, correct?
That's what I heard, yeah. 3 serving 1 on the headband scoreboard.
Scoreboard moving here.
Look at that kill shot by Jake's. Jake's really, what he's much better at lately is killing balls. Like, he used to leave a lot of balls up, and he kills a ton of balls as of late.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball well. You can tell he's been training too. He's in great shape. He's hitting the ball very clean. I don't see very many mishits. Let me get that scoreboard. 5-1.
Kadeem looks exhausted.
Kadeem looked a little tired, but again, I've seen out in altitude in many occasions. It is very physical, and playing Jake's it's like fighting in a raging bull. It's just something coming at you always.
Look, there was so much force on that shot down the line that it hit Kadeem's racket and went straight to the ground. Kadeem takes the timeout. We will too. We'll be back right here on IRT Live.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and as you know, my passion is to help each and every one of you get the best sleep of your life. That's why I created my new Giza Dreams bed sheets. I guarantee you they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own.
With the Giza Dream Sheets, I'm getting the best sleep of my life.
I do not like my sheets. I love my Giza Dream Sheets.
I guarantee you the first night you sleep on my sheets, you'll never want to sleep on anything else.
Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen right now. Giza Dreams are made with the finest, most sought-after cotton in the world. MyPillow Giza Dream Sheets are available in a variety of colors and will be the softest, most comfortable sheets you will ever own. And listen to this. For a limited time, when you use your promo code, Mike will send you a second set of Giza Dream Sheets absolutely free. That's 2 sets of sheets for the price of 1.
For the best night's sleep in the whole wide world, visit mypillow.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 6-1, Kadeem with a quick side out, good timeout. So you were saying it before, in a match like this, 6-1, is that the timeout time?
Yeah.
Is it 8-1? Is it 7-1?
I mean, you kind of have to at that point, even though you might not want to because it's a long game. You really don't want to get it out of more than a 5-point lead. I mean, you can come back, but it's unlikely. When people get big leads like that, they usually close out, or you're going to be fighting back just to keep within range. So, I mean, that was the right timeout for sure. Like you said, Kadeem looked a little. You thought Kadeem looked a little tired, so maybe he was a little fatigued there and just needed a little breather.
Mm-hmm. Kadeem did play 2 matches yesterday. One at 11:15 and one at 6:30. He might have played. I don't know. I think he was playing open doubles too with Carlos Keller. So
they're playing open doubles.
Yeah, a lot of the guys are playing open doubles. Well, you know, there's money in it, but I'll bring you back to Chicago when you went to the finals.
Yep.
I think you dropped out of the open division because you were in the quarterfinals where Andre played. He played that match. And I was friends with Andre back then. I was angry at him. I'm like, what's more important, $300 or winning a few?
Yeah, I remember that weekend. That was there was no way.
2018 or 17?
It's funny because I think it's 6-1 still. I've had tournaments where I used to sign up for opens every tournament, and the only time I ever did really well in pros is when I was in opens. Like I would sign up for opens and drop out. So like I had to pay the $80 entry fee to do well in pros somehow. I don't know how that works, but yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
What an
that's a great shot.
serve.
Or a great serve. It doesn't make any sense to play extra divisions if you're competing in the pros still, right?
Yeah.
It's swings on your body.
It could be something very similar. Wow, going for the kill shot, not smart.
Another bad shot selection. Jake's in front.
Not a it could be a twist of an ankle, a step, a bad. I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah. Well, especially here too with the altitude. Well, the altitude's not a factor for Kadeem at all here. I think his hometown is significantly higher than where we're at right now in La Paz. So, but yeah, altitude makes you tired.
Why is he shooting that ball?
He's flustered right now. You can see he's not really clear of what he wants to do in the court.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm coaching him, I'm kind of telling him to revert back to what his game plan is. Right, he's going bottom board. He thinks he has to kill every ball, giving Jake 3 points. It's got to be a little more smart.
10 serving 1.
Yep, as Pablo will get the scoreboard on top because I am obviously not in form here as far as handling the scoreboard. 10-1.
It starts at 1 point for Kadeem right now. He's really got to take baby steps. I mean, that's a great serve. I would have liked the forehand. He needed the forehand. He won that rally, but he had to work overtime.
There's an opportunity there, right? Where was Jake standing? He was standing behind him. So he has a couple options there. You can either just hit a nice easy line, make Jake try to fight through him to get him, or you can just pinch the ball and make Jake go opposite side of the corner. So
it's a split decision.
Yeah, it's just basic racquetball strategy. If anybody sits and watches video on Kane, he's the best at that. Like, if an opponent's behind him, he'll pinch the ball 90% of the time. He's just so good at it, and then vice versa, right?
Yeah.
If the opponent's in front of him, you'll see him hit really good wide angles to get into that center court position, and that's gonna mean a lot for Kadeem here if he wants to have a chance of coming back. Just clean up that shot selection.
I think it's 3-10.
I'll get the scoreboard since Pablo's not paying attention.
Who?
Set up.
Easy stuff. Jake's angry. Now, take me from the player's perspective on the opposite side. You're Jake. You're up 10-1. Now your opponent scored 3 or 4 points. Do you start doubting yourself? Do you start changing what you're doing, or do you just keep doing exactly what you were doing?
It's the same mental process as Kadeem right now. You just need to focus on what his game plan or what he's trying to accomplish, and do that, right? And not to let up. You just stick with your game plan and stay aggressive with what you're trying to do with the ball, right? Whether that, again, each match is different, and each approach to the game is different. But if Jake tells himself to be aggressive or take a little off of it, he just needs to stay consistent with what he's thinking.
4 quick points for Kadeem. No timeout from Jake. From Jake's standpoint, when does he call a timeout?
Jake should take a timeout pretty soon here, but he will not because he's Jake Bredenbeck, and he's about as stubborn as a metal.
Oh, he hit that ball so hard it flew off the side wall, off the back wall.
Who needs a timeout when you have a lovely door hinder to help you get the side out? Just like he drew it up.
And he said he's sorry to him.
Yeah, no, Jake's the kind of player who likes to work through it a little bit more than take timeouts. He'll take a timeout if it gets in a really, really crucial moment, but he's like I said, he's very confident in himself, and he thinks he can get a side out and a point whenever.
Finally, another point for Jake.
Yeah,
11-5 on the head pen scoreboard.
Great serve.
Shot selection,
Great
Bobby.
hands. Yep.
He went cross court, straight. Jake standing there. He didn't have to even move.
Yeah, and if he's gonna go cross court there, he's gonna try to hit a wide angle to wrap around. So Jake has to
hit
turn
the
his
side
hips.
wall. Yeah.
The more you can get a player, any player in the world turning their hips, that's a pretty good shot off of a screen serve. The more you can get a player to turn his hips and spin, you're going to get more weak returns. So, but he had it down the line, like you said, wide open. Here's another one, right? And that looked like it. No,
that was
shot.
a good ball.
Side out. Yep.
Short serve again from Kadeem. Not a good shot again. Shot selection, Bobby.
Yep.
Key to this matchup for Kadeem, I mean, it's glaringly obvious from out here, is he's taking the wrong shots at the wrong time.
Again, right there, wide open line. Yeah, and you can see, like, Kadeem has, like I said earlier, he's very consistent, very solid. He's going to play very hard, and he has a level to play with anybody. He just sometimes his shot selection is just a little off here, and especially in this match that I've seen so far. He's missed some easy opportunities and made it more difficult on himself. Whereas Jake is kind of sitting in his own, placing the ball where he wants it, and he's earned himself a 13-5 lead here. Great serve.
Kadeem is the current Bolivian doubles national champion right now. Him and Carlos Keller won Bolivian
nice.
Nationals a couple weeks ago, last
I
week.
did not know that.
Yes, they beat Momo Zalata, and I don't know who Momo was playing with, but Momo and his partner beat Conrado and Roland in the semifinals.
Wow, that's a hell of a win. I was not aware of that. I actually, for some reason, I thought Coco didn't, Roland Keller didn't play.
No, they played doubles.
Ooh, they just lost. Interesting. That's a hell of a win.
Wow, what a shot
a great
into the
shot.
corner.
I want to say match point, maybe?
Maybe this is match point
I think this
now.
is match point, ladies and gentlemen. Oh,
13
nope.
serving
We're not
7.
even close, everybody. Don't worry about that. We'll get that fixed.
Easy pinch into the corner. Bredenbeck with his first game match point opportunity here.
Kadeem had that ball in one step. He just kind of gave up. Good shot.
Wow, what a nice return.
The other thing about Kadeem is he's going to go back and look at this match, and he's going to see how much he didn't change up with serve at all. I've seen only drive serves to Jake's backhand, no change up, which makes Jake feel really comfortable. And
Jake likes power.
Yes.
Anybody with power, you don't want to give them more of your power.
Yeah, and just a little variety here, right? It doesn't have to get crazy with it, but if Kadeem watches this later, he's going to, and assuming he cares about my opinion, he could use a little bit of a changeup as he hits a Z serve. He's only hit Z serves and drives to the left. Right? Mix it up to the right a little bit so that Jake has to move his feet a little bit.
Look at the way he took something off of that.
Correct, yeah. And match point number 2 for Jake.
Yep, second chance for Jake to move on, to take on Eduardo Portillo.
Great serve.
And here we go, setup, Bredenbeck. Down the line, Kadeem is there. Pinched it. Jake Bredenbeck will move on, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, Bobby, once again, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. That was fun.
Good luck with the coaching on the Mania Athletics
Thank you.
team. Congratulations on that. I've heard some really good things from some of the juniors that you've been working with. So thank you once again.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with the winner, Mr. Jake Bredenbeck, right there on center court on IRT Live.
Our YDF helped us a lot with almost every tournament with the hotel. That it's one of the expenses. Without them, I don't think I could go to every tournament to play. Well, I love racquetball and I want to be the best. I want to be one of the youngest players to ever win a title or the US Open.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So Jake Bredenbeck, congratulations. It was a tough win. You played amazing. You're coming off a great tournament, at national doubles. You looked really comfortable out there. How did it feel?
It is a little bit of an adjustment, just the speed, the altitude, getting used to that, getting the, you got to adjust to where you think the ball is going to be, and then it's in a different position. So still getting that down a little bit, but started feeling better as the match went on. I mean, Kadim's a hell of a player. I've battled with him quite a few times and always makes me earn it. So just happy to get this one and move on to the next one.
So coming in at the 9 seed, you're going to take on 8 seed Eduardo Portillo. Is there anything specific that you need to focus on to take on a player like him?
No, not really. I just need to play my game and not get into anything else other than focusing on what I know I can do and how I want to execute my game plan.
Absolutely. So these round of 32 matches, once again, ladies and gentlemen, were brought to you by Reaching Your Dream Foundation. Some of the work that they've done in the past was helping guys like Jake Bredenbeck get to tournaments. Jake, if we could take yourself back when, Reaching Your Dreams was taking care of all those things, what can you say to fans out there on the value that they bring to helping these athletes?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. There's quite a few players here who are getting help from the Reaching Your Dream Foundation. So, any way you guys can help get them, because a lot of these amazing players don't get to come to these events without their help.
Absolutely. So are there any other sponsors? And first of all, I want to notice that Sam Bredenbeck is missing from this event. How come? That's what I want to. That was something that I want to know.
He got a new job, so it was a little tough with time and money and everything.
Well, good luck, Sam. Are there any other sponsors you need to thank?
Yeah, I got to obviously thank Head for supplying me with all the gear that they do. Awesome sponsor. Beast Made Clothing, Sam and Forza Performance, Keith Miner, KWM Gutterman. My parents for always supporting me, and just everyone who makes this tournament possible.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, www.give2rydf.org. If you can make a small donation today, it goes a long way helping players get to these events. The IRT wants to thank the support of RYDF for bringing you these round of 32 matchups. Good luck in this round of 16s later on today. Jake Bredenbeck needs to go and rest up. But we'll be back around 4:30 Mountain Time for our first round of 16 matchup right here on IRT Live.